Hello and welcome. I've got today to show you this Xtura from EuraMobil, introduced in 2023. It's an off-road vehicle designed, I think, to compete with those produced by Hymer, such as the MLT. And a friend of mine saw this and he was really keen on buying one. And let's have a look at some of the details, though. It's a pretty expensive vehicle. You're looking at around 193,000 for this. 688 centimeters long by 220 wide, 302 in height at its highest point. I'll try and compare it actually to some of the other vehicles in this class. From my knowledge of them, having seen them, to give an idea. Of course, this should be an improvement on the Hymer versions, which incidentally are not quite the same look inside. So, okay, the back we've got two joinable singles, the German layout as I call it. We've got this unusual curtain sort of thing to darkening. Of course, there's a darkening down here as well, which is a bit stiff, but there's one there as well. The back, I think this has been done very well for. And I'm often criticizing ledges. I don't like ledges, but I do like pockets, and this has got such a great choice of pockets. You've got one there and one on the other side the same. You've got two of these keyboard things, and you've got one in the middle. That's great. Not only that, you can stick your mobile phone in there, charge it up at night. You've got it right beside you. I mean, there are those that say you shouldn't keep them beside you, but if you want to keep it beside you, you can do so. You've got lights at the back, indirect lighting as well, and so you can sit up in bed and watch Columbo or something like that. And over here also more storage. There's your ALDE glycol for the heating. Up here we've got the Truma aircon unit. Could be handy. We can here, let's have a look under the bed. So I lift this up here. We can see that this will also come up, although it's a bit heavy, so I'm gonna have to show you from under. You've got your wardrobe. There's supposed to be a light in here, but it's been taken out. And you've also got your fuses down there. Now, getting past this thing here, I suppose that'll be broke after you've got into it a couple of times. But that's a better place to put fuses than out the back, in my opinion. And over here, there's a bit more storage as well. Make the bed bigger by pulling this thing out here and putting this thing in there, something along those lines. Probably won't do it very neatly. Oh, what's better than I normally do. Makes a bed that big absolutely enormous. So great there. Did I show that? Yes, I did. Sorry. I do so many in these events, then I forget what I've actually done. I don't know what most people think of opening two doors like this, but once you're inside the washroom, you've got a false wall here, this elegant look to the washroom. I don't like bowls myself, but like this, but as they've been put in so many, somebody must like them. And the bench toilet, which I think is better than the freestanding one. Having had both, this one here is so much easier to clean. This will come out like that, and there is your shower. Personally, I'd rather have had that on the other side, so you don't have to open this to get the shower. But even so, you've got a huge shower now in a vehicle under 7 meters in length, and also has a skylight at the top, which I think is a very handy feature in here. I think the skylight's a handy feature anyway, of course. Right, close this. Got a skylight up there. Living area here. We've got two burners and an induction, so 3 hobs if you like, one of which is electricity, and that could be powered via the inverter from the habitation batteries. Down here, storage, maximum 15 kilos in there, and here we've got the fridge. So there's nothing unusual about that. And storage there as well. The front, a huge window at the front, and we've got another window, and we've got this really large sitting area, big table, face to face. I have my doubts about face to face of the practicality of it, but again, that might be what you actually want, so yeah, then you can have it. Under the face to face chairs are two more belt chairs with belts on them, so you are losing storage. You're losing the storage under the seats in order to get this arrangement. One thing I don't like though is having this panel down here. In my opinion, the panel should be where you come in through the door, and it should be immediately available. So you come in on a cold night or a dark night, and well, all nights are dark, aren't they? So you come in when it's dark, and you try to turn the 12 volt on, and you sort of have to come here in the dark to actually get to it, which I think is a negative thing. Now, what's the difference between the EuraMobil or EuraMobil Mercedes off-road 4x4 and that done by Hymer? I suspect there's no difference whatsoever. Now, when this thing came out, a friend of mine who works at EuraMobil sent me some pictures. He took it out on a course, on a training ground, whatever it's called, proving ground, 4x4 here in Germany. Where he lives, there's lots of places like this. It was bang on the former border, so there's lots of military areas, and it looked really good to me. So I was rather hoping he might take me out again, but as he doesn't speak English, then I very much doubt he's going to see this video, so there's no point in me actually hinting. Okay, so you mightn't like the entrance there, seems a bit closed, but the bathroom has to go somewhere, hasn't it, and washroom somewhere. I do like these pockets, and that's a really tiny thing compared to everything else. I like the indirect lighting. I'd have to say it's a bit brighter than the Hymer version, the MLT versions. I mean, it look totally different in size. The MLT is a bit cheaper, but again, I mean, it's very difficult to put prices on things given the amount of equipment levels, which may be different from one to the other. So if the question were given to me, which would I prefer? If somebody was saying, right, you can have that one or that one, and you've got to use it, I don't know. I'm stuck. Don't know which I'll choose. Don't know what that is. I've got to find something wrong with it. That seems a bit pointless to me. So, enormous garage, as you'd expect from something like this. There is you've got your charger there and other electric equipment in there. I'm going to take you around the outside if I can. I've got some solar panels, and I like the garage. That's really good. The underfloor storage. Yeah, okay, this doesn't show you the full size of the double floor because this is an external compartment. Right, I think it's a very nice vehicle. Very, very nice. Very attractive. Window, door in the window. There's a bin in the window. Yeah, this is very attractive, I think. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some details in the description. I'll possibly forget to do it, but you can always remind me about it, giving more information on this vehicle. I think it is a very attractive vehicle. But anyway, and good. So I've given you a brief overview. Well, it wasn't that brief, was it? 10 minutes. But I hope you found it interesting. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.